And before I proceed, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and if you have any questions after the video, you can always put in the comment section. I'll be more than willing to answer them. So, having a trading plan is like having a map when you're trying to travel. You might eventually get there, but probably without a map, there'll be lots of wasted time and effort. So, this is exactly the same thing as trading without a plan. So, it is very important that as a trader, you have a trading plan. And you're wondering what's a trading plan? It's actually a set of rules that guide you towards your decision in taking trades in the market. It tells you what to trade, when to trade, how to enter the trade, how to manage your risk, and when to stay out of the market. And these are rules that you make out, but they're rules that you have to stick with. But you make them out and stick to them. Strict rules that you make out for yourself and you stick to them. That's what trading plans literally is. And you're wondering, why do you need a trading plan? So you don't trade emotionally, you don't fear missing out on trades and then trade emotionally, and you don't change strategies, because this is something that is very common among new traders or intermediates. They always tend to along the line be like, oh, this doesn't work anymore, I think this works now and that work and this don't work, and they end up just changing it for absolutely no reason. So this trading plan is actually to help you protect yourself from yourself, and help you manage your risk, not make you make random decisions just impulsively. Your decisions should be calculated, and there should be reasons behind every decision that you make. That's just literally what it is. That's just what it really is. And it also helps you choose what to trade. Most people trade just currencies, most people trade just metals, stocks, indices, and all the varieties. You just have to put out those rules and say, okay, this is what I'm going to trade. You don't have to limit yourself to certain ones, but you should tell yourself, oh, when I open a chart and I see this is what I look out for, that's what I look out for. So that's what these rules are just, or this plan is just consisting of, so that it doesn't get overwhelming for you. Once you check your trading plans and your charts for that day, or your setup for that day doesn't align with it, you just let it go and know that, oh, there's nothing for you today, and then you can always try the next day. There's always opportunities, and some are high quality, some are just medium, they're just there, some are not even, should not even be considered. This will also help you decide what time to trade. Like, I like to trade on overlapped sessions, which is usually between 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. New York and London overlap. I like to trade around those times because the market has a lot of liquidity and momentum. So you get to tell yourself, oh, this is what I do, this is what I'm going to be doing. I personally only trade gold and BTC. I add a few currencies every now and then. That's if I go through it and I see what I trade on it, then I add it. But gold and BTC are the two stable pairs that I trade. So you can see, and I only trade like 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. and the highest I extend my trades to are usually 10 p.m. because the session will still be open, but the overlap is where the liquidity is on more. So that's where I get to like pick out the right trades. And if I'm going to carry long term, because I swing, if I'm going to swing those trades to days after, I'm going to take those trades from those certain times that I've already planned out for myself. So this is what planning out those time is for you, and it helps a lot. So when you're planning this out, you have to include your market structure, your liquidity. If it's a fair value gap you trade, or that block, you have to include your confirmation entry, and you also have to have a profit goal. It helps a lot, so as to not allow the greed to overwhelm you. You also have to define your risk management. How much am I willing to risk? What's my risk to reward ratio? Where's my stop loss? Where's my take profit? These are those things that need to be in this plan. Actually just help you have like a book that guides you to trade, but you create it yourself, but you have to follow it strictly because you're going to write this book with zero emotions. But most times when you get in front of your charts, you go there with emotions. So sticking to this write-ups or this plan just helps you separate yourself from your emotions and stick by your plans. So that's just really what it's about, and it's very, very important as a beginner, intermediate, advanced, whatever you are. As long as you're trading, it's really, really important. Most of you don't even know the use of journaling. You don't even know how to journal. You see journal as no, there's no use to journal at all, but that's not true. That's not true. So you need to create all of these rules, and you have to also remember that no reverse trading, no chasing the market, no entering out of boredom. This is not a PlayStation. You don't trade out of boredom. You trade when you have the right setups. Which is why those plans will guide you. So you must create them. You must have them. It's important for every trader, and you must also keep track of your progress, your mistakes. That's what journaling is about. But you have to include in your plan. You have to keep track of these things because you can always go back to them and compare them and know where you're missing out, where you need to adjust. It just helps you monitor yourself closely. That's really the truth about it. And it also helps with your growth. So you just have to, this is rule that you have to create yourself. You don't have to go and start asking somebody else, oh, what are your rules? And then start copying. No, what works for you doesn't work for me. That's one thing about trading. The strategies might work, but my way of trading and your way of trading might not work, but the strategies will work. We'll learn the same thing, they work, but we cannot trade the same way. We can have the same mindset and all of that. And this is a very big factor in trading that most people don't talk about enough. So yeah, I think as a trader, you must have a plan, which is creating a structure that helps you manage your risk and remove emotions from your decision making. Without a plan, consistency will be difficult. So you must always have a plan, always. And don't forget to journal your trades. They help you keep track of your progress, with your shortcomings, and all of that. So it's very important. So yeah, that will be all for today about us talking about creating a journal plan. Sorry, a trading plan. It's a very important thing. So please do take it into consideration and stay tuned for more videos like this. Don't forget to subscribe. I will be dropping the link to Tradingview onto Exness in my description. In Tradingview, Tradingviews for your charts. That's what I use. You can clearly see, and Exness for your broker. Bye, guys.